Hello, it's me Pradeep Yadav. I am studying at Kathmandu University in Geomatics Engineering faculty. Today I am going to give a presentation on types of hydropower. Hydropower and hydropower surveying. Hydropower is a renewable energy source where power is derived from energy of water moving from higher to lower elevations. It converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Hydropower can provide important service to electric power system, whereas hydropower surveying refer to renewable energy, mostly electric, derived from water in motions, water flowing through a dam turbine that turn generator, and electricity is produced. History of hydropower. Some evidence suggests that the fundamental hydropower date to ancient Greek civilization, and evidence of water wheel and water mill date to the ancient Near East in the 4th century BC. Nepal Electricity Authority has the total installed capacity of about 746 megawatt and 26 megawatt operating from mini and micro hydropower plant in the hilly and mountain regions. The figure shown below is the first hydropowers of Nepal, named as Harwings Hydropower. Types of hydropower. The hydropower is divided into three categories on the basis of availability of head according to capacity and according to extent of water flow. The first one is on the basis of availability of head. Head is the change in water level between hydro intake and hydro discharge point. It is vertical height measured in meter. Low head. Low head is typically less than 20 meter. Since the generated power is a function of head, these systems are typically classified as a small scale hydropower, which has installed capacity of less than 5 megawatt. Medium head. The net head varies from 30 meter to 150 meter, and its power capacity ranges from 20 megawatt to 100 megawatt. High head, the net head of high head hydropower plant is more than 300 meter, and its power capacity is more than 100 megawatt. According to capacity of hydropowers, it is further classified into large, medium, small, mini, micro, and piso. Large hydropower plant. It has capacity of more than 100 megawatt, and it is usually feeding a large electricity grid. Mediums hydropowers. It has capacity of 100 megawatt, and it is usually feeding a grid. A small hydropower. It has capacity which is ranges from 1 megawatt to 25 megawatt, and it is usually feeding into a grid. Mini hydropower. Mini hydropower has capacity of 100 kilowatt to 1 megawatt, and it is usually feeding stand along a schema. Micro hydropower. It has capacity which is varies from 5 kilowatt to 100 kilowatt, and it provides power for a small community or rural industry in remote area. PISO. PISO is a hydropower which has which capacity is less than 5 kilowatt, and it required only for a small community capacity. According to extent of water flow regulation, it is further classified into three types. On the runoff river with pondage, and reservoir power plant. Runoff river without pondage. When a river flowing from hilly regions, the flowing of water is directly fed to turbine and the water is not being stored. In runoff river with pondage types, water is not stored and it uses as it comes. It uses water only when it available. Runoff river with pondage. The reservoir allowed to store water during off-peak and use during peak hour on the same day in runoff river with pondage types. Such types of power plant can be used on parts of the load curve as required within a certain limitation and is more useful than plant without pondage. It comparatively more reliable and its generating capacity is less dependent on available rate of water or flow. Reservoir power plant. Reservoir hydroelectric reservoir is a large collection of water behind a hydroelectric dam that make use of potential energy of water from electricity. This water held back by the dam and it allowed to fall generate electricity when it is allowed. Some advantage of hydropower. It is renewable energy and it is also known as clean energy source. It is domestic energy source and it generally available as needed. It provides recreation opportunity and water supply and flood control is done by hydropowers. Some disadvantages of hydropower are listed below. It has environmental impact. It displaces people from one place to another. And it is more expensive because initial cost of hydropower is very large amount. So it is so expensive. There are limited reservoir and they are dropped and it is not always safe. Thank you.